Good morning, Knights. Today is March 20th, 2020, and I'm Isabel Ferrucci. As you can tell, we are not in the studio today. We are bringing you NDTV from our homes due to the coronavirus quarantine. Due to that reason, we are missing a lot of components of our show, but nevertheless, we want to bring you the show for this week. Let's go to Maddie Hicks to see what stories we have for today.
Thanks, Isabella. Today, our stories include a look at how 2 ND teachers trained for and competed in the recent LA Marathon, a recap of the March Film Workshop, and of course, since March is National Women's Month, we're here to bring you another amazing story on an ND teacher. Stay tuned, Quarantine Nights. We're just getting started.
On March 9th, 27,000 athletes from around the world competed in the LA Marathon. The marathon took runners all around Los Angeles, starting at Dodger Stadium and ending in Santa Monica. 2 ND teachers, Mr. Savage and Miss Nick, ran in this marathon after many months of training.
This past Sunday, March 8th, Mr. Savage and Miss Nicholas took on running the LA Marathon. The LA Marathon is a 26-mile-long race that runs through the major famous Los Angeles landmarks. Starting at Dodger Stadium and finishing at the Santa Monica Pier, our 2 night teachers were very successful in running. NDTV interviewed them last week to find out how they prepared for the race.
3 months ago, I started kicking into high gear and up the mileages every week.
I started about a month after the last marathon, but I altered with distance and hill runs. So today was a hill run day, but last week was distance.
I guess I tried to get a little stretching in, a little dynamic stretching, eat about 2 to 3 hours before a run.
As these 2 dynamic runners prepared for the marathon, we also wanted to know, what do they usually eat on their big day?
My favorites is this Cliff Bar filled with almond butter. This kind of gets rid of the hunger. During the race, I'll change between blocks, like fruit-flavored blocks, and gels. This is a new flavor I'm going to try out. It's cola flavored. So super excited for that. You have about 1 hour during the race, just to kind of keep your sugar up and your energy going and something in your stomach.
When asked why they participated in the race, Mr. Savage had this to say.
I think as just a personal challenge and commitment, but also just inspiring to see so many people running for research, whether it's pancreatic cancer research, entire teams, corporate offices are out running as a team.
After hanging out with these 2 athletic knights, NDTV was able to catch up with them on the day of the race as Mr. Savage passed through the finish line.
I ran a smart marathon. I kept my own pace. I focused on every step rather than just thinking about 26 miles. I took 5 minutes off last year's time, so even though I didn't break 4 hours, which was the goal, I still improved my time, I'm very happy. Yeah, it's a great day for it. Yeah, my personal best today.
Even though we were unable to catch up with Miss Nicholas at the end of the race, it seemed like these 2 runners really had a good time in training and participating in the actual event. This has been Lucy Rick reporting for NDTV. It looks like Mr. Savage and Miss Nick put in a lot of effort in order to compete in this marathon. Congrats on your achievements in this race. For more information on the LA Marathon, please visit www.lamarathon.com. Recently, Film Production and Film Club presented their March Film Workshop. This workshop focused on directing film and television. Professionals included directors from Parks and Rec, You, and many more. Early this month, TV Production and Film Club hosted its March Film Workshop. This workshop featured and spotlighted film and television directors. Film participants were led by a special presentation by ND alum Tara Aquino, who spoke about the role of the TV and film director and how they contributed to the production. Following her special talk, young filmmakers were divided into groups and had the opportunity to have lunch with film and TV directors. Director John Scout from the Netflix show You was there to talk to students about his career as a television director.
Hi, my name is John Scott. I'm a director for the television industry, and I've been working as a director for about 10 years. Before then I was in camera, came up to the camera department, and I'm just coming here for the workshop to help inspire kids to be filmmakers and know that anyone can be a filmmaker.
In addition to directors being present, the participants that were attending also had a lot to say about the workshop and the program.
It was super cool. I learned a lot I got a lot of my questions that I've always been wondering answered. I really liked it.
It's excellent. I mean, it's one of my best ones. I've been going here for probably 2 years now.
Yeah,
so,
trying to learn
yeah.
new things and get with the program and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to see it. You know, it's holding its quality, and I mean, there's no shortage of good contacts.
As you can see, a good time was had by all that attended. In addition, students also got to learn about the industry and the role of the TV and film director. The next workshop will be in April, and it will be in the field of scriptwriting. I'm Maddie Hicks reporting for NDTV.
It seems like that film workshop was amazing. To learn more about the next film workshop, contact Mrs. Harkins James in room 51. On the last NDTV, we brought you a segment on one of our outstanding female teachers here on campus, Miss Lennon. As promised, we brought this segment back, but are focusing on another awesome teacher from the English department, Miss Grist.
So this is my 29th year at Notre Dame, and I taught for a year before that in my student teaching.
Mrs. Grist is an English 2 teacher here at ND. She is also an effective educator who has a talent for dealing with her students in a writing setting. In addition to being a teacher, she is also an ND alum.
I came to Notre Dame as a student in 1983. I was the first class of graduating girls, and I had some teachers here who I really loved, and Coach McClung and a woman who was a dean before her really made me sure that this was what I wanted to do. But when I was a kid, my mom always told me that I would be a great teacher because I was super bossy and always wanted to be in charge.
There are several cool things about Mrs. Grist, which include her ability to get along with her students, teaching students lots of new and exciting things, and making sure her room is very relaxing and enjoying to students.
I personally enjoy the classroom setup. I really like the chairs and like how the tables can go up.
I enjoyed the Socratic seminars. I also enjoy writing in my journal and having class discussions.
What I enjoy most about this class is the safe environment where I can share my opinion without feeling the judgment of others. I also enjoy how it's not necessarily textbook, how there's fun activities and like uncommon ways in which you can learn the new material. And it's a very fun class where I can learn in new, unique ways and have a very supportive and open teacher that I can talk to if I have questions.
I love reading, which I think probably is obvious and maybe a little bit lame, but I also I scrapbook, and I like to spend time with my family. In the winter, we usually take a ski vacation. I go to church, and I like to sing in my shower. Other than that, I'm pretty boring.
We salute Mrs. Grist for being an awesome teacher in the classroom. I'm Maddie Hicks reporting for NDTV. Well, that's our show nights. We hope everyone is staying happy and healthy during our time off. I'm Maddie Hicks.
And I'm Isabel Ferrucci. Have a healthy weekend nights.